Hello everybody, my name is Hasty Swampert and I'm back to give you all a new draft league which I'm in. There we go. I didn't know what to say at first, but welcome. I am now in another draft league called the World Pokemon Association, and now that I've finished this whatever it was, Universal Pokemon Association, now that I finished season 5, I'm gonna do a season of the World Pokemon Association. And before I get into anything, I want to show you the rules first because they're a little different compared to the UPA. So we all know that there's typical clauses from the almighty Smogon, like Sleep Clause, Evasion Clause, One-Hit KO Clause, Moody Clause, Endless Battle Clause, and yeah, the draft I'll get into in a moment. And how it's gonna work is there's gonna be 11 weeks of the WPA, and it's going to be done on the cartridge. So it's gonna be very different, and hopefully my capture card will do its job and not give me a hard time. And we all know that there's these banned Megas, Metagross, Salamence. I don't want to list them all off. We do allow Blaziken, but that's about it. Oh, and also, legendaries are banned to kind of spice up the current meta. Yeah, there we go. Meta game of Pokemon, because you know, without Thundurus and Landorus and Cresselia, it's pretty different. So that's it. And the Mega Clause is you have to Mega Evolve the first turn. I think we voted on Baton Pass. I think you're allowed to... I thought you were allowed to... No, you're allowed to Baton Pass more than one stat. But I think we allow whatever Baton Pass we want. I'd have to figure that out. And Swagger and Foul Play's banned, but you can use regular Swagger without Foul Play, so I'll have to keep that in mind, but those are the rules. Now, the draft, how the draft worked was, it was a snake-style draft, just like the Universal Pokemon Association. There was no stream, just to make things easier. It was done over like a course of like 5 days or something, or it was like done whenever we were finished. And we were given 110 million points, and we had to, well, we didn't have to spend it all, but we'd have to spend it on 8 to 11 Pokemon. And there were no tiers. The Pokemon were assigned different points, so you have to keep that in mind. And the classification of points, well, not the classification, but like the assignment of points is rather different compared to the UPA. How they have tiers, so some things costed pretty pricey, others were not as expensive. So looking here, I was second in the draft order in round 1, but when it came round 2, I was second to last. So besides that, I did not get not stream sniped. I didn't get sniped at all in the draft, so that was good. So when I wanted my team, I wanted to use some familiar Pokemon because this is a new league, so I wanted to at least have some Pokemon which I at least know how to use. So to start off, we're bringing the almighty Mega Pinsir back with us, and man, I am very, very excited to use Pinsir because return, so much power, it gets Sword Dance, it gets Earthquake in close combat, it has such good coverage, and Pinsir's going to be such a valuable asset on the squad. Now, next off, I wanted to get Crawdon because Crawdon just has adaptability, and adaptability really, really lets you hit hard. With Crabhammer, you have Aqua Jet as priority, you have Knockoff. Your stab combo is really tough to resist. I think there's only like not many Pokemon. I think there are only like 5 Pokemon which resist it. Not even 10. Not even 10 Pokemon resist its stab combo, which is crazy. It is slow though, and it doesn't really have much defenses. It's pretty frail, so I have to be careful about that. And I just hope Crawdon does good because it's one of my favorite water types, and I really like its design, so I wanted to get Crawdon. And also it destroys certain fire types which give Pinsir a tough time. So that's why I wanted Crawdon. Now, next up I got Florges because I wanted a cleric. And in round 3, the fairy types were gonna go quick, so I was like, you know what, I need to get Florges. So I got Florges, and Florges is a cleric. We all know how it works. Calm Mind, in case you want to run something different. It has the stab Moonblast. I don't know, there's really not much to explain with Florges. It's a Florges, it's freaking cleric. That's all. So that's Florges, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I wanted to have a Fairy Steel Dragon Core, so because of that I got the Ferrothorn. And Ferrothorn I used back in like season 1 of the Universal Pokemon Association, but it was called the Clumsy Battle League back then. Good times. But besides that, the Ferrothorn has a lot of good moves. It has Spikes, Stealth Rock, it has Leech Seed to disrupt, it has a nice hitting Gyro Ball even without investment, it has Power Whip if I want to run that, and it has Iron Barbs, so physical attackers have to think twice before hitting it. And it doesn't have the best recovery, but it has Leech Seed, so that's something. And really, there's not much to say. It's just a really good Pokemon. I didn't have a Grass type yet also, so Ferrothorn also fits it. And that's it. Now, next, I wanted something fast, and here it is, Gengar. So Gengar has that nice 110 speed, and it has 130 special attack, which is also very good. And you have all sorts of moves that it can use. It has Dazzling Gleam, it has Dark Pulse, it has Destiny Bond, it has Disable. I was about to say Double Edge, but yeah, you don't want to use Double Edge with 65 attack. Not worth it. And it's a Gen 3 move to remove, but I'll explain why that's relevant later. Foul Play, Focus Blast. Foul Play could actually work in some cases. It has Hex, which in combo with Will-O-Wisp, it can hurt. It has... what else does it have? It has Pain Split, that could work too. Psychic, it has a Stab Shadow Ball, and Taunt. It's like a really diverse Pokemon. And it has Trick if I want to run like a Jspecks Gengar or Scarf Gengar, one of those two. And it has some random moves in here that could probably work in certain scenarios. But it's just really fast. It's really frail, but I think the speed and the special attack really make up for it. And the whole move pool it has, the immunity to ground, I just like it. So that's Gengar. Now, I didn't have a spinner yet, so I got Donphan. And Donphan, I really wasn't thinking too much about Donphan, because I wasn't really... how am I going to say this? Donphan was a Pokemon which I never really paid much attention to. It didn't really convince me, because I haven't used it at all competitively. Maybe once or twice in Battle Factory, but that's it. All these other Pokemon I've used before in one scenario or another, but Donphan I just never used before. But it has really nice defense. It has a really nice attack stat, even without investment. But, hold on. This should be 31, not 0. I don't like how Showdown already defaults to that. But it doesn't have much recovery. You could run it defensive, offensive. It has some moves to choose from, which is nice. It's a Stealth Rocker. It has Roar to phase things out. It has Rapid Spin to remove the hazards. And it's just a hard-hitting ground type, so really, Donphan, like, it's just really cool. So... and it did it again, 31. It did 0 attack IVs. Whatever, I'll worry about that later. So that's the first half, and that was 6 Pokemon. So I ended up drafting 10 Pokemon, so the last 4 are here. Oh, hold on. Is it shown? No, it's not shown. Alright. I was just checking to see if one team was shown or not, but nope. Alright, so I need an electric type, so I was thinking this was an odd choice, but I wanted Electabuzz because it has an immunity to sleep. And yet again, I wanted something with 105 speed, and it had 95 special attack, which is not a lot, but it has some moves to choose from, like Psychic. It has Signal Beam, which isn't as powerful, but it could help coverage-wise. It has Volt Switch to switch out. It has Thunderbolt. It has Focus Blast, which is pretty inaccurate, but I'm going to use it regardless. And it does have some hidden powers to choose from, and I'll get more on that in a second, and I think that's it. And if for some odd reason I could run Physical, but I think I'm going to run Special more often. So Electabuzz was just a fast electric type. I could do Eviolite, I might do Life Orb at times, and it's just the immunity to sleep. It's just a really good hidden ability. So that's Electabuzz. Now, I didn't have a fire type yet, so I got Rotom. Sorry. But Rotom is also like, it's a resistance to bird spam, which is a problem, which is kind of a problem for my team, besides the fact that I have Ferrothorn and Druddigon to wear it down. I'll get into Druddigon in a moment, but I have Rotom Heat because I didn't have a fire type yet, and it's just, it kind of stops bird spam. Talonflame, yeah, that Talonflame is just a pain in the butt. So it has Will-O-Wisp, it has Thunderbolt. It doesn't have the greatest move pool in my opinion, but I can live with this kind of move pool. And 50 hit points I'm not a big fan of, but the defenses are pretty nice. It has a nice special attack too, so I could run some kind of offensive Rotom also if I feel like it. And it has Overheat, which is good, but it's not that great either, because after a hit using it, it drops your special attack by 2, so it can like leave you as setup fodder if you KO a Pokemon, or if you don't do as much with Overheat, then the next one won't KO. So that's something I have to keep in mind when using Rotom. But yeah, it has Foul Play, it has Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp, Toxic. It has Trick if I want to run like Choice Scarf or Jspecks, so that's nice. And it has Confuse Ray if I want to run that, but I don't know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's Snatch, but I don't see myself using Snatch, so that's it for Rotom Heat, and I hope Rotom Heat does good. Now, I didn't complete my Fairy Steel Dragon Core yet, so I got Druddigon. And Druddigon has Rough Skin, and it's really bulky. It has 90 defenses and 77 hit points. 77 hit points isn't a lot. It puts you at 358 at level 100, but the battles are the battles are going to be at level 50. That's my assumption. So that's how everyone does them, and I hope it stays that way. But you have 184 hit points. That's not terrible. And yeah, you could just, if you put it up here, it's 142. With the beneficial nature, it's 156. So that's pretty nice. I can deal with that. And there are times where I might want to run it offensive, and you have a 120 attack stat, which is really nice. And let's say I run Adamant. It puts me up to 189, which at level 50 is pretty good. So that's like a really awesome thing about Druddigon. And it has Sheer Force, so that's something I have to keep in mind. And Mold Breaker could help when I have Earthquake, and I could like Earthquake, I don't know, I could like Earthquake a Rotom or something if it tries to switch in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The problem with Druddigon is that it doesn't get Roost, and you have to run Rest. But it has Dragon Tail, it has Roar, so you can phase out. It has Stealth Rock. It has plenty of offensive options too. It has Glare to punish any switch-ins. Use that for speed control. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Druddigon. Does it get knockoff? I don't think so. No, it doesn't. That's okay. That's not much of my concern. So that's Druddigon. Now, this is the last Pokemon, and with advice from a friend, he thought I should get a faster Pokemon, so I have Aerodactyl. And Aerodactyl, I never really used before competitively, maybe once or twice on Battle Factory, same case as Donphan, and it just has 130 speed, which is really fast. The attack stat isn't terribly high, so at 31 IVs and let's say Jolly Nature, it's 309, that's alright, that's fine by me. And your defenses aren't great either, but you do have some moves to play around with. It has Stealth Rock, it has Roar if I want to use that, but I don't think that's going to happen. It has Taunt. It gets Elemental Fangs, which are cool, like Ice Fang, Fire Fang. And I know Thunder Fang is down here. I don't know why Thunder Fang's down there, but it's whatever. What else? It gets the nice and powerful Stone Edge, which has been prone to miss, but that's alright. It won't miss too likely. And yeah, I don't see Aerodactyl putting in much work, but it's nice to have a fast Pokemon to get rocks up and to put a bit of offensive pressure on, which is kind of like the point of Electabuzz too. So that's it for the World Pokemon Association. I am your coach of the New York Simipours, Hasty Swampert, and if you are excited for this season, I would like it if you leave a like, comment, subscribe. That is if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.